All right. I set the mic over here. Oh no. Duo! Uh-oh. He's back. Well, hello. It is another day. And here we are painting another wall. Coach wall, yeah, no. I posted a video on TikTok yesterday, and I had like 100 plus comments just for this guy. So we're gonna honor Coach Wall. I think he's just trendy right now, going on the internet. So um, he was a legend trainer. I guess he trained a lot of athletes. Can y'all hear me? Uh, I have to use my webcam and my laptop because I forgot my other phone. What's going on? I'm early. Yeah, we just got here. We just started. Gotta fix my hair. Echoing, but we can hear you. Okay. Wait, for some reason the echo's on. Mike. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me now? I can't tell. I don't know. It sounds right. I guess I could look it up on my phone. Anyways, is that better? No echo now. All right, cool. Less echo. All right, can y'all hear me? Is sound loud enough? Should I turn it down, turn it up? Yo, yes. Loud and clear. Ah, cool beans. It's a little bit easier for me to put it on the computer because I can actually see the chat better. When I put it on my phone, it's like a tiny little screen. So, anyways, the only problem is I'm talking to my computer, but you guys are over here on the camera. But anyways, got my camera stuff. It's hard. We're in the hallway, and to do big back meme from the Will Show on the Meme Memorial. Maybe I'll look into that. We got lots to do. Grandpa from 8 Jelly Fruit. Yeah, I remember seeing that guy on TikTok a lot. So we'll probably add him at some point. Basically, as I make videos and put them on here, I just got to look at the comments and kind of see which ones are the most liked comments or suggested a lot, and then I'll add that to the wall. If that makes sense. Tupac, Jesus. Yeah. I'd love to put Jesus. I'll probably just put a cross. We're at a school. We had issues at a different school site years ago. Someone did like a Christmas theme and they had like Jesus and stuff and they had to take it down. So I already know parents will probably, some parents, all it takes is one person to come in and ruin it for everybody. So, yeah. So, but no, I would love to put Jesus up there. I think, but we're in Oklahoma, so we may be okay. I don't know. We'll see. Please, I beg you, do Kevin. Who's Kevin? Is that like what do you call it? Uh, is that the meme calling people a Kevin? Why did I get a Sharpie that doesn't work? Oh, I'll be right back. Don't run away. Actually, let's use a Poshka pen. Dun, dun, dun. We'll try this again. Skull must freaking love you. It's a love-hate relationships. Some kids, they like the status. They're like, oh, I know Mr. Renken, and I go to school here, and that's what they love. And then some kids they don't like me because I make them work hard. Um, hard work. We do a lot of work in my class. So, like I said, someone asked me that before, and I always say it's a love hate relationship. I'm either your favorite or most hated teacher. That's what I've noticed with students. There's no in between. People are just like Ms. Rig is awesome because I'm pretty chill. It's just as long as you be productive and do work. I don't like this concept of babysitting kids at school. I rather want kids to learn and be successful. Like I just don't want to watch you, so that your parents can not watch you. So I don't know. It's a weird way of looking at things, but if you were an educator, you would understand. If you're just a student, it's different for you. You don't see the bigger picture. You're just living one day, um, one moment at a time. You just you're living in one moment of, oh, so and so wronged me, and it's like, okay, move on. Nobody cares. I feel like I said that a lot teaching. It's like, hey, you sit down, shush. Nobody cares. But I think everybody's just starved for attention. Anyway, Duolingo on the walk like day 7 or 8. I don't know what that is. Vink, stop spamming. Mr. Renken, you do the jelly fruit grab pod. Can you put my account on the screen? So you want me to put your name saying you were the person that suggested it? No guarantees. Sometimes I'll put people's profile things saying they're the ones that suggested it, and sometimes I don't. I'm pretty random. I try to be random with my stuff. Is that horrible? So I have a 155-day streak on Duolingo. That's pretty good. That's impressive. Go ahead, hit that like button, the heart, just like spam it, boo doo 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 doo, and it'll get me up on the algo. Um, anyways, I'm trying to do more lives because right now trying to be a YouTube partner. I'm trying to hit a certain goal so I can make money with ads because right now I do all this for free, and I don't make a lot of money as a teacher, and so it's I have to do what I must. If not, I'll have to quit doing this and probably start door dashing just to get by because inflation is insane and I don't make what I don't know. Something about um, people, art teachers just don't get paid much. So I'm a legend for teaching millions. This is true. Anyways, don't do that, Rankin. Don't do what? Don't go door dashing? Well, I have to somehow make money to pay the bills. Um, if that makes any sense to y'all. Ooh, stop creating content. Yeah, maybe start a GoFundMe or something. My brother has one for his cancer, but I feel like GoFundMe's for more serious things. But I just, what do you call being a starving artist? Is that a serious GoFundMe um, thing? Uh, I don't know. I'm working my butt off being a YouTuber and trying to make money. It was either this or get a second job, and so my wife she supported me through all this and told me, "Do what you love. I'll support you." And so we're making it work. But man, this is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Um, so one day, someday, who knows? Someday. Are you ever gonna do Le Monk? Probably. We'll probably get that on the meme mural. Uh, we got a very consistent uh, subscriber that shows up every day and asks for it. And then Pengu, we've got some people asking for that. So we'll get there. Let's see. Toe for Danger, Tupac, Juice World, XXX, Test Nation, Michael Jackson, Kobe Bryant, Song Ji Hun. I don't know. I don't. That name doesn't ring a bell. But yeah, those are all great suggestions. We'll probably get them up here. Thing is, this is just one section. I think what I'm gonna try to do is have one side of the wall that goes all the way. It's like 100 yards. Is be like pop culture icons, memorable people, stuff like that, and then the other side is more fun, just kind of goof around, memes and stuff like that. So it's a multi-year project, people. Multi-year. Subscribe. Exactly. No, I don't know. I just noticed that when I started putting my YouTube stuff on my Facebook page where I have family and friends, that literally the next day my views went down. So I'm like, did they subscribe? And then all of a sudden the content was sent to them, but then they like didn't really watch it because it's not. I just feel like maybe I'll make a video about this. It's like, uh, don't tell your friends if you want to be a YouTuber or a TikToker. Don't tell your friends and family because if they don't consistently watch your stuff, which I don't blame them, that it's probably not their type of tea that they like to watch. So, um, like, yeah, they love you and they want to support you, but I get it when people brainlessly go through the internet, they'll be like, this is not what I want to watch. I'm not a big art person. But anyways, all right, Ellie, thanks for coming. Adios. Kayo. Bye bye. I don't know. Y'all leaving? Yes, Michael Jackson. So we'll get him up there. Do you have two cameras? Because how would you be able to record? How would you record? I have my phone. So normally I have two phones. I'll use one phone for live, but I left that one at home. But I use this one to record because it has a better camera. If I have more money, I can invest more into making this better content. And then I have an iPad, but iPad's video like camera sucks, so I'm just using it to look at a photo. So right now I have four devices: I have the iPad, computer, webcam, and then so the joys of being a YouTuber. I have to go too. All right. Well, thanks for showing up. I'll be here for a while. We'll see how far we get. What do you guys think? Think I'll finish this today? I notice when I do a live, it definitely takes me longer to get stuff done. But if y'all think it's entertaining and you want to watch this, you want to stick around and see the slow grind of how it's made, then I'll do it. I'll be live more, which that just helps me get to my monetization status. I can either A, hit 10 million views on shorts in a 90-day span or 4,000 hours in a year. And so I never really do long term, so I don't ever get the hours. Based on my views total, I'm almost at 20 million, but it doesn't. That's over like 120 days. And so every time I get close to that 10 million, YouTube just says, nope, let's not show off your content. So can you make me on the wall? Ghost XD. Are you like a famous thing or something? Because I'm all about pop culture, things that are in the on the news, on the TikToks, on the interwebs. So only thing problem about where is it? We got 8 people. So I've noticed that people don't like watching lives where it's this format, where it's horizontal. So, but when I put my live on my camera, my regular phone, like I'll be at like 150 people. So I don't know. Is what it is. Let's see. Let's move y'all up. Which this is easy. I just moved this little webcam around. Makes it easy on my life. But, yeah, I came in and I sketched this out because y'all don't want to see me sketch stuff because it's a lot of drawing and erasing and drawing and erasing. And I would spend like an hour you just seeing me do that. So now I just the way I do this, if you're all watching, is I outline it. Ooh, so that I can paint over it, and then I still see kind of the lines for where I need to transition colors. But I paint so many layers that you won't see the lines. But then also, I'm a cartoonist, so I will add. I'll add outlines anyway, just because that's my style. I like comics and stuff like that. So it's just for everybody. Art is it's different for everybody. Everybody's got their style, their niche, the way they make things. So I spent years trying to find a style that I like, and I kind of just rested on this one. It's a mixture between like modern cartoonist and some of the abstract art. I like Jackson Pollock stuff and Picasso. I don't know. I think he's a little overhyped, but it is what it is. What makes people famous, like Banksy, his stuff's pretty cool. He's alive. I like the idea of being anonymous. I almost thought about making when I started my YouTube, just not show my face and always wear a mask or something. Probably make me more popular. So, anyways, Bevo Brant, what's up? I like how you answer the chat. I try to. I'm trying to do 5 things at once. So, anyways, um, Kyron Lacey. I don't know who that is. Let's see. Is the one you just outlined? Yeah, this was Madge, and then this is Tyler. This was a photo that someone sent and said, "Hey, will you add this?" And I don't know. This looks pretty cool. I could tell this is AI generated, which I don't have a problem with that. AI is a very useful tool right now. Um, so we'll use it. Well, I feel like. Dun, 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 dun. Did I forget to turn this off? It's still recording. Whoops. I try not to record everything because it takes up too much hard drive space. It would be so funny to see me on the wall. And my friends would be jealous. Exactly. Is that what it is? Everybody starved for attention. They just want the clout. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Thanks for clarification. Okay. NFL college player that passed away at a young age. Oh, okay. I'll have to look him up. Josh Hutcherson. We were doing a live 2 days ago, and I was asking people for ideas for the meme wall, and I needed something new. So the only reason I'm doing Tyler is because it's new. I have tons of old like things that happened last year, 5 years, 20 years, 100 years. There's so much content. I'm trying to get something that's more new and relatable that YouTube will pick up on the algo. So I'm trying to hit a goal. If I once I hit that goal, then I'm just going to be more relaxed and just kind of just make things as I want to make things and not have to do things that are hyped. So yeah, if I did Jesus, that maybe that would blow up. About the idea of me having to paint the whole wall and destroy it because of someone being offended. So negative news is also what do you call it? Still news. Can't tell if I want to draw the clouds behind him. So I don't know. We'll see how it works out. We probably will. We'll probably paint a little bit of a background. Okay, so yeah, I've had the people say the one by one Lego piece, Jinxie or Sketch. I haven't found any memes like big memes on them yet. So try to find something current. What's a meme going around right now? Do we just make TikTok trends? Because there was that rock your body thing where the guy's on the motorcycle that went viral. There's some dog that looks at the camera and smiles, and so is that a meme? But I don't know. There's not any. Mike, you've been asking me to add Michael Rawson to the meme wall. Michael Rawson. I don't know. Wonder if I can mention Mr. Renken in chat at Mr. Renken. Sure. It's in orange too. Sweet. Is it because you're a mod? or anybody's able. I think anybody's able to do it. If you put at Mr.Renken, it makes it highlighted. For some reason. I will never stop until I'm on the wall. Okay. Good luck. My favorite. I might paint your profile picture. I'm trying to figure out what to do with all my profile pictures. I've been drawing a bunch of them at home right now over break. I'm slowly trying to make videos and get them. Just do one of them a day or something every other day or something like that. But I'm thinking about cutting them out using my laser cutter. Cut them in perfect circles and then hang them up in the inside of my classroom. I have a wall that's just like I just have black paper on it right now. So I may just put them all up and have it just grow one wall. Have all my subscriber pictures, which I have a lot of subscribers, so I don't. There's no way I can get to everybody, but anyways, Little Monkey was good. I don't know. I was trying to enjoy summer break, but here I am grinding the YouTube. I started posting videos on my second TikTok where I have no family and friends on, and I posted the cooking with Lincha, and I had like 7,000 views in the first day. And I post the same video on my regular TikTok that has my family and friends. I think I have like 1,000 something followers, and yet again 300 views. So this is that. This you ever want to be a TikTok person or YouTube? Don't add family and friends. Don't even tell them you have an account. They're not watching your they're not watching your stuff. Therefore, your what is it? Your swipe to watch ratio goes down, and then boom, nobody cares. It stops putting it out there. So it is what it is. Steelers at it. The hype guy. He's back. He's we're taking to the club. We're gonna go pick up the ladies. Just kidding. Yay, another mod in chat. All right. There's a few. These are old school mods. I think I modded you like the first, second day of whatever. Now I gotta find some paintbrushes and a glass of water. We got a cup of water, and we're gonna go with the classic 10 round brush, and then I think this is a five round, and we got a tiny brush for small details. I might use a big, huge Mac Daddy brush. Just kidding, it's not that big. I don't know. I like this brush. This brush right here. It goes on very smooth, but I don't think I washed it off very well, and so some of the bristles are stiff. So, Ghost has got to go back to work. Oh no! You can come. You can come do my job. All right. I think we're gonna start with Madge down here first. And we'll move on. Gotta go back. All right, for Coach Wall. Yep. Boom, boom. You get a lot of girls asking, what? Yeah. I said no to the girl who has a crush on me. Uh oh. That's you guys want dating advice? I've been married for 21, almost 22 years. We're closing in, and this is the best advice you can get. For a guy, you got to play hard to get. Girls want what they can't have. Um, Not trying to be like ooh or anything, but it's what I've noticed throughout living. Mm, yeah, you got to act like you're worth something. So, anyways, I don't know. That probably could be the worst advice ever. And then everything else is about commitment. You want the relationship to last, it just takes commitment. Hard days and the good days. I think today's generation, nobody wants to compromise anything. And so the minute things are rough or just feels a little bit off or a struggle, then they just say, "Ah, I quit." And so I noticed this with my students. We got a lot of students with divorced parents or whatever. My parents are divorced, so it's not a new thing. I'm just saying we've just noticed a flux of change um, throughout history when it comes to relationships. So, anyways, there you go. Dating advice with Mr. Renken. The boys play hard to get, and I don't know. I can't say anything for the girls. I'm sorry. Kermit is next as a legend. I put Kermit on the meme wall, so yeah, he is a legend. But do we add him? Um, bald, bald. Oh my eyes. My leg fish. What I don't. What is that? Is that a meme? Somebody spark a conversation thing. What are we going to talk about today? Is want to talk about the stock market, about how corporate greed props up the whole thing, and the millionaires became billionaires because of stocks. Without it, inflation probably would have never happened if it wasn't for the stock market. It has kind of destroyed and ruined everything. Uh, you want to talk about Thanos? Him snapping his fingers and erasing half of existence? Or are we talking about the K-pop singer guy Thanos from what's that movie or show? Squid Games. Uh, Either way, I'm down to talk about any of them. Thing about drawing this portrait of Coach Wall and Monch is it's more cartoonized. It's like a vector photo, and so not as difficult to paint. Well, I could be wrong. Usually when I say things are going to be easy, they don't end up being easy, and then when I say they're going to be difficult, they end up being easy. So, anyways, I thought Cooking with Lynch was going to be a hard painting, but it wasn't that bad. Squid Game Thanos season came out today. For real? I didn't know that. I guess I need to go paint the. I played these games before. I don't know. Oh, there was a subscriber that kept asking for it, and there was a pretty what was it? What would you call it? A pretty heated debate on my I Am Steve video on who was going to win, and everybody voted for Omni Man, and then I painted Omni Man, and then no one watched the video. I went from making like a million views on a video to then it only I think got to like 50,000. So, anyways, Toon Gaming, what's up? Welcome to the chat, guys. Um, I think I know why my viewers are lower when I do on my computer. Is I think you have to be like a for it to pop up on your feed. Um, you have to be a subscriber. But if I'm on my phone, there's like a live, like when you're going through short videos, kind of like TikTok does. It'll play. I'll get more people to pop in. So like right now, uh, not very many people are watching because it's a horizontal post. So I'll bet you if I switch to my phone, maybe I'll do that. And then if I'm trying to record videos for shorts, I'll just steal it from the live content. Because I learned I can download the videos at home onto my computer. All right, let's see. That's a shirt. Oh, let's see. Let's go ahead and paint his fingers over here. Ooh. Will you do the boy kisser meme? Is that a hard no? I don't even know what it is. That's the thing. I'll have to look into it because you're the like one of the only people that have mentioned it. So I'm trying to do things that multiple things are asked for. Um, And also, I paint things that I paint just because I know what they are. Because I know I'm being mean or selfish. It is. I'm the artist here. It's my content. So, anyways, but is that from like Dandy's World or something? I don't know. I feel like I looked at the thing once, but I've just never heard of it. And I've had it very many people ask about it. So I don't know. He did it. What did I do? Waffle, what's up? Welcome. Well, to chat, guys. So you guys are probably having fun right now that there's only like 15 of us here that I answer your questions more. When we get to like 100 people in the chat, it's hard to keep up. Remember to subscribe. See, Tom knows where it's at. How do I get back to 120K subscribers? Or 120,000 or just 120? Just 120. Uh, the trick is with subscribers, especially when you're first starting out, is you just have to post consistently. That's all it is. But also, I've heard if your content's not, I don't know, you gotta give YouTube time to find your people um, that like your stuff and your style. Um, I noticed some people they'll make like edits of like sports athletes and stuff, but there's so many. Like I can just go to YouTube right now and I can type in sport edit of Kobe Bryant, and there's probably 150,000 videos that will pop up. So you got to find a very specific niche that only a few smaller amount of people are doing certain things, and then give YouTube time to find people that are interested in that. Because if you're the only one doing something, more likely you'll be noticed for it because that's generational. The first to do something is usually the one that's most memorable. Um, so I don't know. Uh, you got to make more art, yeah. So you also just got to do what you love. I think people can tell if you're faking it or if you're just doing it for views. Um, so I don't know. It's I think that's the thing about teaching. I noticed that some teachers they'll teach for a year, and I see them, and you can just tell they're not happy, and you can tell they're leaving, and they not have a good year. Kids didn't buy into any of the things they were teaching, and so kids they see it, they feel it, they understand that you don't really care about what you're doing, so why should they care? So YouTube's the same way. Um, just people love what they love, and I think people have good BS meters. They can determine whether something's for real or not. Um, so I don't know. Me, I know how to fake it really well. People think I'm like, yeah, I love what I do, super happy, and then it's like, nah, I'm actually depressed. So, um, anyways, why did you do the Minecraft movie and technically instead of his YouTube profile picture? Well, when I was painting memes, I was actually gonna paint Technoblade the pig from the movie when the movie came out, but everybody told me that it was not a meme, and so it shouldn't go on the meme wall. But I wanted to paint it, and so we'd already voted on. That was like one of my most voted on polls I did. And so when I started the Legends wall, I started with the pig. So I might add his profile picture. I have a small spot in between Bob Ross and cooking with uh, Linja. I might put his profile picture there and have it near Technoblade, but that'll be down the road or maybe in a few weeks or something, if that makes sense. So I may do both, but yep. Like Bob Ross, I almost thought about not painting Bob Ross. I thought about just painting like his style of mural or whatever. So it's just one of those things. Do I paint the person? Do I paint what they're known for? Um, I don't know. That's the thing. How do you tribute something? There's a big tribute wall. So the Mona Lisa, yeah, I actually made that a long time ago. Um, I thought about I think my principals in the past, they wanted me to paint famous um, artwork and stuff because I'm an art teacher, and so I was just like, I don't want to. Um, but at the high school there, they do that. They let students paint the walls. So Martin Luther King Jr. Yeah, that'd be a good one. He's got now that they're opening the old files. There's a lot of I don't know things that people didn't know about him that kind of looking sus. So, but I was telling my wife this is just if you look at anybody, everybody's got dark side to them. Nobody's perfect. So, anyways, ooh, Cherry Crate TV. Why you keep saying my leg over and over and over again? Is that a meme? Are you trying to tell me I should paint your leg? Can you paint canine? Can you paint canine like a dog? Nobody's perfect, right? No. So it's just how you just how much evil's inside somebody. That's where you get to the debatables part of it all. It's a weird way. I don't know. I say I have autism sometimes because I say things I probably shouldn't say. I just overly honest, and there's nothing in my brain says, "Hey, maybe you should not say that." So I'm surprised I haven't gotten in trouble at school because I probably say things in the classroom that probably shouldn't say. But I'm just openly honest. Do fake Mr. Beast? I think I'm gonna do hood Mr. Beast is my plan. But there's so many Mr. Beast memes. But anyways, K9 Gorilla Tag YouTuber. I think he means for a legend or a meme. What subject do I teach? Well, I'm gonna let you guess on that one. Mm, my leg. Still saying my leg. My leg. My leg. No, let's see. Oh, gotta hit the record button. And stop recording. See, look, just like that. You guys got to see how. Are you looking at my leg right here? Showing off some skin. Can you do Caitlin Clark? Yeah, I thought about putting Sophie Cunningham because that was going viral on the internet about um, that one thing that went around. I don't really watch sports that much, but almost did it because it was like a viral moment in history. So, but I thought people would give me hate. So whatever. I don't know. I'm just painting whatever I want to paint. Good lord. Let's see. Emma McKinney, do you remember me? Yes, I painted a what is it called? I painted a dinosaur for you, cracking out of an egg, right? Somehow my students find me. They're like, "Oh, we found Mr. Renken on the internet." It's D's. Paint you, like paint your profile picture, or paint a portrait of you, kind of like an olden day Victorian portrait. So much white paint, guys. See, I would paint around this cross, but then I just decided, nah, let's just paint over it. Okay, we'll move this down so you guys can see what's going on. Anyways, what's 1 plus 1? It's fish. Bald, Maj. Maj is bald. Yes. Uh, Balding is just a circle of life, guys. It's okay. It'll happen to 90% of you. Well, at least until science comes and figures out what causes it, but they probably do have a cure for it, but they don't want to because it's a multi-billion dollar business to keep people the way they are. The same thing with cancer. There's probably a cure for it out there, but why sell why have something that we make billions and billions and billions of dollars off of, saying we research and da 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 da. But that's the thing about science is we probably already know how to fix everything, but you don't make money off fixing things. You make money off putting band-aids on things where people keep needing help over and over and over and over again. Uh, the little bill looks like Maj. That's the goal. Anyways, I've drawn myself way too many times. So say his name and he appears, I believe, in Joe He Dry. Okay. Is that Joe Dirt? That's the Joe I know. Joe Dirte. Don't try to church it up. Mm. So people probably in the building down there probably listen to me ramble and is like, what is wrong with that guy? Yes. Yes. Joe from Blues Clues. Oh, yeah. Um, did he pass away or no? I don't think he passed away. I think he just doesn't do it anymore. Okay. I'm just rambling, guys. Just rambling. Can you paint my profile picture? Well, let's see. I don't know. I'm trying to pick profile pictures that are something easy to do. Some of these pictures are like full on photos with like 20 people in it. And I'm just like, ugh, that would take hours. It's like, and it could do anything. But, anyways, how's your brother? He's doing well. He's just in a bubble up in Seattle. He has to live in a temporary apartment for a year, which I think is super rough on him. Um, because his kids and stuff, one's in college and the other's in high school. It's his senior year. They're basically the college. His oldest daughter is kind of right are watching and parenting the younger one, but they're both like 17 and 22 or something like that. So, but he's a big family guy, so I could tell it's rough on him. I feel like I'm a worthless brother because I live in Oklahoma and they live in Washington, and I can't really afford to go see them. Um, I can't afford a plane ticket or whatever. But I did fill out a test thing to see if I'm a match to be a bone marrow donor for him. So if we're a match, I don't know where we're gonna figure that out. So I may have to actually do like a GoFundMe to maybe help pay for me to travel up there. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But so far, everything the doctors say everything's going as planned. So we take that as good news and one day at a time. But anyways, let's see. Lakin Alva, what's up? Welcome to the chat. What's up, chat? Mm. Um, when I was a kid, I was like, "What am I going to be when I get older?" I had two ideas. Number one, I wanted to be a video game designer. Yep. And so I don't know. Maybe one of these days, I'll get to a place where maybe I will make a video game. Um, And then the other thing I wanted to do when I was growing up is I wanted to be an architect because my brain, I have an engineering mind. I know how to put things together, but neither one of those dreams. I'm just became a teacher instead, and then did that for 13 years, and then just on the 14th year said, you know what? Let's do something else. I kind of said I wanted to be a YouTuber. Um, I was in college. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll be a YouTuber, but I probably should have. If I'd have started doing YouTube content back in college, back when YouTube was just starting out, who knows where we would be today. But anyways, somehow, some way, here we are. Um, if you ask young me, what would I be doing when I get older? And I said, this is what it is. Yeah, I wouldn't believe myself. If you asked me last year before I started doing YouTube content, I was a very negative Nancy. I hated school. I hated teaching. I hated everything. I was just depressed and miserable. But anyways, trying to change my outlook on things. Perspective is everything. Uh, Maybe it's my brother rubbing off on me because he was always like, put positivity in the world and good things will happen. That was kind of his mindset. So I don't know. Welcome to the roller coaster of life. Conversations with Mr. Renken while he rambles and paints a wall. Dun dun dun. That's a lot of white right there. I'll probably have to tone that down. I got this. All right, let's see. I got to get caught up. Michael Jackson. Yes. Let's see. Bro, I'm doing YouTube in middle school and you're doing pretty good, but you're doing great on YouTube. Well, thanks. Matthew Patrick on the wall. That I don't know these people. You guys, things y'all know, I don't know. Anyways, you can see me now. May Pat. Hey, Cherry, you stop saying my leg. You okay? What fursuit do you like? Fursuit? I don't know. Let's go with grizzly bear. Can you do the Rizzler? Maybe. Maybe a big meme of them will come out soon, and we'll put it on there. So I'm trying to do things that are trendy right now. So, anyways, love the content, Miss Ringen, but I have to go. I quit drawing for a while. I got art block for a long time. Yeah, I feel you. I get that way. I feel like I just get burnt out. I'll do a bunch of stuff, and then I'm just like, I can tell my brain just says you need a break, and so then I'll just go hit the gym or something and help get clarity. So I understand that. Um, Having conversations with other students is what kind of pushed me to get out of art block. You kind of have to talk to people. Anyways, rubber duck draws. Welcome back. Dun, dun, dun. What do I need to add now? Brown? Mm. Cheese Toast loves my content. Well, thanks, Cheese Toast. I love you for loving my content. How about that? How about them apples? I have no idea. I just, anyways, draw a map, Pat. I don't even know who that is, but okay. We'll see what we can do. Chicken Jockey. I've already done Chicken Jockey. I think Chicken Jockey is finally fading. So with school being out for summer, maybe that's it. There's nothing. There's not really been any memes because of the school being out. I don't know. Ooh. Anyways, Chicken Jockey is a legend. You want to know why he's a legend? Because he's very rare. Your chances of finding him in the actual game is almost like winning the lottery, supposedly. I could be wrong. I don't actually play Minecraft. I play Minecraft Dungeons because I like hack and slash and loot games where you just. Which I probably should. Well, I probably would like survival of Minecraft, but people always make fun of me because I don't play Minecraft because you like, but you can build everything in there, and I was just like, I can. Like I was a huge Sim City person and stuff like that, but I think my style of video games that I like has changed over time. Like I used to play a lot of Call of Duty, but now I'm not. I don't really like playing Call of Duty. I played a lot of PUBG, and so now I don't like playing shooter games. I played Fortnite a total of 3 times in my life. So, anyways, do I have any kids? Yes, I have 2 daughters. One is 16 and the other is 10 or 9. 9. I forgot. I'm a horrible father. Just kidding. I try to be a good father. But repeat. I'm a millennial, so I have a different mindset, I guess. I think it's because the world has failed us too many times that then when big events happen, we don't care. It's just we're just like, oh, what's new? Okay. Um, we live with that. I lived through a time without technology, so it's different. What would the world be like? What would the world be like? Thoughts on Brawl Stars? I played that for a little bit. I'm a huge Clash of Clans, Clash Royale fan. I played both of those games a lot. I haven't played any of them recently. I tried Brawl Stars. I kept my attention for about a day, but then I stopped playing. But I heard it's had some updates, and so it's better. Um, but I still not a big mobile game. I don't like playing video games. I think it's once I started doing YouTube content. Uh, I don't I don't play mobile games because I'm always editing videos on my phone, and so I just want a break from my phone, and so I don't want to play games on it. So I play video games on my computer. It allows me to I can put YouTube videos on the one screen and then play a game on the other screen. So, anyways, put your leg up there. Why? Yeah, they're up there. Okay, this leg or this leg? That one? No, I don't know. I'm a dude. She's a dude. He's a dude. We're all dudes. Hey, hi. What's up? Yo, Mr.Renken, a long time ago you said you draw my profile. That LBVR. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know. I haven't drawn any profile pictures in a while. So I just every time I have time to do art, I've been painting the wall. And then I started doing the series of painting suggestions. So I did the Mickey Mouse and the Link and stuff like that. And so I ended up doing those. But I did do a couple profile pictures last night. I painted 3 of them. I tried doing one in colored pencils, but the colored pencils I had at home, I bought on Amazon, and they had good reviews, but they sucked. I was like, nope. So, anyways, so I ended up tossing the colored pencils, um, and ended up just painting it instead. So, anyways, but I came up to my school. I set my good pencils that I like. I set them on the table to take with me when I leave, so I can do some color pencil drawings while at home. Because right now, they are cleaning the north building. That's the building I'm in. They're doing the floors, and so they'll be waxing the hallway. Right now, they're doing my room. There's a big hole in my room. They ripped out the tile because they were moving a big hole in the ground where we used to have a gas line. And so I don't think they wanted to do the floors until after they finished that. And so right now I can still come up here and paint because they haven't done the floors yet. But once they do the floors, they lock the doors for about 3-4 days, and so we can't come in. Oliver Walker, I remember you? I remember you. Yes, not last stream, but 2 streams ago, I believe you were here, or were you here last stream? Anyways. I'm horrible with names, but I remember faces and so I remember your profile pictures, even if it's this tiny blue thing. Um, it's a curse of mine. I know. Uh, I remember the weirdest. I'm a visual person. My brain is very visual. Everything is probably why I'm an artist. Is everything is I see images of things, and so even remembering people's names, I've seen an image of their name written down rather than just remembering names. Is that weird? I don't know. Is there something wrong with me? Probably. Uh, Anyways, yo, Mr. Reagan, how's your day going? So far so good. We're chilling. Can you write at BCBJJ413? But why? Mr. Rogers? I actually did watch a lot of Mr. Rogers when I was a kid. Um, he was suggested a few times so far. So, as we continue the wall, if I get to him, we'll get him on the wall. The only problem is I'm just one person, and if I had multiple people helping me paint this thing, we could get so many more people done and more things done faster. And then also, if I didn't have to record or do lives, man, I'd probably, this whole hallway would have been done this whole year. I'd have probably painted the whole thing. But because recording and doing one person at a time, it just takes a lot longer. Because if I could just be like, hey, I already know what I'm gonna draw. Everything is there. I can just say, all right, I'm gonna paint all the blue, all the red, all, and just get it all done, and then just paint it. It's just so much easier. But then like this, paint one guy. Okay, now paint the next guy. But if I would have just did tan, did all the tans on all the different people, it just saves me time. But anyways, but we're here for YouTube. We're here for content. Anyways, yo, it's Soren. Soren, how you doing? How is summer treating you, Soren? Are you gonna join the AP art class? And you're gonna get your butt in gear and focus on your art skills? Or are you gonna goof around? What's the game plan next year? No? Anyways. Mr. Reagan, why not ask one of your subscribers to edit your videos? Sure, edit my videos, guys. I thought about making a video about having my sixth graders edit my videos and then make it like super bad and retarded, like make it all messed up. Or like the wrong camera is like it's facing my face, not the wall, so you have no idea what I'm painting. Anyways, do it as a meme itself. Greetings from Germany. Good lord, Germany. My wife went and lived in Germany for a while. Her dad was stationed up there. Please draw a JoJo character, please. What's a JoJo? Let me Google that real fast. Oh, let's see. JoJo character. What do I type in? Just JoJo? Is this like a German thing? Or is it JoJo Bizarre Adventure? Is that it? Okay. Going on here. This kind of reminds me of the old, is it Tekken Blade or something like that? Tenchu anime. These are pretty cool though. I like the style. It's more aggressive with their lines, less cartoonish. They're more. Are they out of Germany or is this just another anime? So I do like the style. I've never heard of this though. Um, Kind of reminds me of like '90s Street Fighter kind of feel to it. No, it's anime. Okay, I don't know. I'll look into it. Is there like a meme or are we just like there's a legendary character in the game? A JoJo Rush. Okay. Anyways, I'll look into it. Um I'm probably gonna add another Dragon Ball Z character, but for the Legends wall, I'm gonna do Broly because he's the legendary Saiyan. So, but we'll get it on. I think we'll do that. And then also when I paint that, paint the creator of Dragon Ball Z because he was a legend. So I'll probably do the two of those on one video. Hello, Ms. Reagan. It's me again. Can you please add Rick May? Who is Rick May? Just saying it again because I'm not sure. So yeah, I try to keep up on all the comments, but I'm also painting at the same time. So this is not as easy as you guys think. This is a juggling act. All right. Do I let this dry and then move on to painting Tyler, or do I paint the second layer for Maj? I don't know. I gotta go back and forth. Uh, My wife is texting me. Nothing bad though. Anyways, all right. So we should start painting the layers of paint on Tyler. Just go back and forth. That's the thing about painting this stuff is I have to wait for paint to dry, and so I'll let layers dry. But sometimes I like to paint while it's wet too, so that I can blend. But I can just the second layer I can blend as well. Because right now we're just covering up this gray, which I like that it's a gray. It already was pre-painted gray because now I can add the white. Painting on white, it's so bright underneath, it makes the colors just too much. So with painting on gray, it kind of dulls the paint down. Well, the vibrancy of it. So you're already desaturating it, which the paint I'm using is Sax paint, and it is very saturated paint. So it is very bright, very vivid. So a lot of people when they make murals, they like to tone things down and desaturate stuff. But everybody got their own. I keep it like this because it's like I said, it's more like a comic feel. So that's just my style. Let's see. Half asleep nerd. Hello. Were you alive for the Challenger disaster? If so, could you draw a space shuttle? No. Wait, when was that? I think that was before my time. I was born in '83. I don't really recall it, but then I don't know. My wife says I have trauma from my childhood because I don't remember my childhood. She keeps sending me TikTok videos about how like that's not normal, not having memories of your childhood. Okay, I was 30 then. Okay, I would not know. I think people say your earliest memories is usually after 3. Is usually what you have. But yep, nope. Stanley, yeah, we'll get Stanley. Sports Nugget, I actually painted your profile picture last night. You're welcome. Ugh, let's see. We'll give you a glimpse of it. I think I have it on. Wait, it may be on my other phone. Can't remember what I recorded with. Nope. Yep, it's on my other phone. I'm sorry. Normally, I was recording on my other phone because it has a bigger hard drive space, and I'm running out of hard drive space on this one. I keep having to delete stuff. Kobe, yeah, we'll get Kobe up there. Why does everything autocorrect to thank? I don't know. You're very welcome. Let's see. If the legend wall is done, you should probably make a gaming character wall. Yeah, I kind of have something kind of like that in my classroom. It's a blend between like superheroes and video games. But I would love to. That's my whole childhood. That's probably if I wasn't doing art, I'd be playing video games, and I'd probably say I'm probably a bigger video gamer than I am an artist. So it is what it is. Muhammad Ali, yeah, that'd be a good one. McKenna, you miss me? Oh, I'm sorry. It's summer. Enjoy it. You'll be at school in no time, and you'll be miserable hating it. Let's see. Hello, could you paint mine? Maybe kind of hard. It's a space shuttle discovery in orbit. That's a possibility. No guarantees, people. I don't make guarantees no more. All right, so we're supposed to switch over and paint the tan. I guess I probably need to do that anyway while the paint is still wet because it will dry over time. Let's lighten it. I think this tan got a little too orangish. Does it feel? I guess in the camera, it looks way oranger from my point of perspective. My point of view. So could just be the webcam. Thoughts on Crash Bandicoot? I played it a little bit when I was a kid, but I was never a big fan. I played Mario. It's the same thing like Sonic. I didn't really play Sonic. I played Metroid. So like I played a lot of games. I was a Nintendo, um, and then switched to PlayStation. So One game we played a lot was what was that game with the racing cars and you shoot each other? Twisted Metal. I played a lot of Twisted Metal with my friends, and so gaming was different back in the day. It was you played in the same house with your friends and whatnot. So nowadays it's everybody just plays online, and everybody's supposed to be secluded and alone. It just our, our culture today is not as healthy as you believe it to be. It's like we want people to be lonely and depressed, which I get it. It's probably why I'm an introvert. I don't, I don't like people. Um, I'm gonna just throw a highlighted area up here for now so that I can transition it um, in a video. Well, it's hard to record and paint at the same time. I need someone just to come hold the camera for me. What do I think about Switch 2 prices? It's ridiculous. Um, I just inflation, guys. How do we go from things being more expensive to cheaper because of the way things are built? Um, but then all of a sudden, we're just going to jack the prices up. Why? Greed. That's all it is. Because the technology to build the Switch 2, it's not costing them more to make it. They're literally just charging more because they want to charge more, which is just about profits. But I don't know. We got a whole world of entitlement problems. It's the haves versus the have-nots. There's people that have enough money and can afford to live and have all these things, and then there's people that they just can't. It's wealth has changed um, immensely. Um, so I was talking. I think last time I was talking about. I fear the day my daughters have to move out and live on their own. They won't be able to afford it. The jobs that are out there that are hiring that you actually get, you know, you make like $10 an hour. You can't support yourself off that. And if you want to make, say, like 100K to be, because that's probably what you need to do is make $100,000 a year, um, just to afford to live. Those jobs, well, you have to know people. It's literally nepotism. So we are raising a generation of people in power, and people that know people have all the money, and the people that don't, well, you just either live off government assistance or you just barely get by, and you don't get to enjoy the world and everything it has to offer as other people do because one, you just can't afford it. So anyways, top chat says goal. What's goal? What's that say? What's that mean? So I don't know. Mr. Renken spitting facts. Who knows? One day, y'all have to face the world when you get older and not live off your parents. You'll have to just to live on your own, and you're gonna realize that you probably can't, and that's what's sad. But hey, Nvidia stock price it's at an all-time high. But whatever. Just a small question: how much money are you making off YouTube? I've made a total $4.97. So let that sink in. For all those kids that are like, I'm going to be a YouTuber when I get older. Okay. I just want to say good luck. I get there's dreams and then there's reality. The way YouTube works now, because it's not the same as it was 20 years ago, is it's about who you know. You got to have connections. So if I were friends with like the Paul brothers or sign a contract or somehow sign a contract with them, hey, they'll boost my career overnight. But to do that, you got to do something viral, life change. I don't know what it is, and that's like winning a lottery ticket. But for all the other small content creators that slowly just make stuff every day and grind and grind and grind and slowly grow, uh, hardest job in the world because you make nothing for all the hard work that you do. Um, but I don't know. I'm putting my hope at someday I will make money. I think the majority of people they make money off ad revenue, and I don't make money off ads yet because I don't qualify for it. So, anyways, I probably said more than you need to know, um, but it is what it is. But if you want to be a YouTuber, good luck. I, I I encourage everybody to follow their dreams and try to achieve something that they want in life. Do it. I'm doing it, so we'll see what happens. Can you watch my newest duck video? I'll check it out later. Oh, that's crazy money. I know. Let's see. Harambe, yeah, I thought about putting him probably down on the bottom over here behind Technoblade because the way I build murals, I need something that's big and stands out low on the thing, and then I can stack things up the wall. So, anyways, you should add super chat. Do I not have super chat? Ugh. I'm touching the screen like it's a touch screen. Let's see. Make super chat more fun with a goal. 10, pick a goal. 10 super chats. Whatever. Set a timer. Oh, sure. I'll dance. Is that a thing? Like people can do that? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm new to this. I don't know what I'm doing. But thing is, we only got 9 people here. If I was on my cell phone, there would probably be a lot more people. Um, and we can test it out. I'll log off here, end this stream, and then I'll go live again on my phone. And maybe I'll just use the video from the live for me editing it short. But anyways, and I'll show you that I'll go from having 12 viewers, and then it'll be like 150. So different way you go live has it's a lot of things. So that's the thing. So that's the thing about doing super chats and memberships. I don't want to do it because I don't think people should pay out of their pocket for content. It's just we're on YouTube. Everything should be free because they put ads and that's how they make money. So I'd rather just get paid from ads. So it's just you're not having anybody pay out of the pocket. They're just paying with their time. And hey, I can do that. I watch ad all the time for content creators if it helps them. So thing is, a lot of the stuff that I do, it costs money. So everything costs money. I gotta pay for paint. I gotta pay for paintbrushes. I gotta pay for the camera technology. I gotta pay for storage space to record videos, and then taking up hours and hours of editing. So start. Yeah. See, I would start all these things. I just don't think anybody would pay for pay for it because my demographics mostly I got a lot of kids that watch my content, and so a lot of y'all you don't have very much money, or you have your parents' money. I don't know. What shall you draw? Somebody gives Steelers edits an idea to what to draw. Technically, you just ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT, what should I make? And then it'll give you like 10 ideas. Rawr. My phone keeps falling. Yeah, draw me. That's the been doing art for a while. Hardest thing to draw is people or hands. Anyways, I could put my a Cash App or PayPal or whatever. But problem is, people if they want to donate, they can donate on YouTube. But I don't want to beg people for donations. I'm one of these people. In real life. Um, like people tell me as a teacher, I should do an Amazon wish list and let people buy supplies. I don't like doing it. I don't like doing it. It just makes me feel weird. I feel bad. Um, so a lot of the stuff I get in my classroom, I get companies to donate. So I write grants, and so I'll get Google to donate, which then I'm just like, okay, well, Google can afford it. They're a multi-million dollar company, or billion dollar, trillion actually. Um, so I feel so bad when they're paying for things because they have it, but ordinary people, they could be using that money, not pay me, donate to me. They could use it to go buy food. They can use it to go bowling, watch a movie with their kids, like whatever. So I know that's probably why I'm not very good at all this online stuff because I'm not greedy. Like some people, like the Logan, the Paul boys, and you know, they love people donating, and they love that style of making money. It's just not me. I'm sorry. Does that make me a bad person? I'll do what I must. YouTube takes away more of a percentage while the apps mentioned take a small. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Mm, I'm not that good, Nugget. What draw, Mr.Renken? Anybody could draw anybody. It's just whether it is a good picture in the end determines, um, right, success. Or you still draw. It just may not be a great drawing. But then who decides what is great? I've seen some famous artwork by like Pablo Picasso that I'm just like, really? That's that's what's memorable. It makes me wonder sometimes. Everything is subjective. If you didn't know this, what you maybe think is good, somebody else may think it's horrible. What somebody else may think is horrible, other people may think it's amazing. Um, I've also learned you will never make everybody happy. That would be cool. Thank you. All right. Anyways, Rick May was the voice actor of the soldier from TF2, Team Fortress 2. Oh, he died in 2020. Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to look into it. I had a lot of people mention some people I've never heard of, which is fine. That's kind of like Coach Tyler. No one really knew him until the video from MrBeast. But that's the thing about online content. Things go viral and then they fade. And so just over time, some people remember more people than others. Some party there was a debate in one of my videos about painting him. They're like, "Oh, he doesn't deserve to be on the wall." And it's like, who really decides who deserves to be anywhere? It's my mural. I could paint my grandpa in here. He fought in World War II or whatever. It's just who determines the value of importance? Well, guess what? Coach Tyler affected many people. Um, he was a coach to many pro athletes and fitness trainers for a lot of people and helped change their lives. So he did make an impact. Some people may say it's ugh, not the same as like Bob Ross or something. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll be remembered. You never know. You never know anymore. I did not hit the record button. Why was that recording? Mm, I don't know if he had brown eyes or blue eyes, but the picture shows it's kind of like a brown. But anyways, Chad Boseman, Boswick. I think his name was Boswick, but then did he change his name? I remember him as Boswick, but people I went and Googled him and it says Boseman. So he was the Black Panther guy. Yeah, the original. Which supposedly they're making a new one, but wonder who they're gonna have replace him as the Black Panther. We will find out. Right now, Disney has been fumbling a lot with a lot of their superhero movies and content. Uh, oh, they went more political. So I like the older Marvel movies like Iron Man 1 and all these newer ones. Like the only decent, I think, Marvel movie that's come out in a while is Spider Man. Um, but I haven't watched Thunderbolts yet, but I heard it was good. But Spider Man, when they brought in Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, that was a smart play. Um, but the problem is they didn't capitalize on it. They didn't keep the momentum going. They just went right back to their, let's make things about diversity and da da da. It's like no one cares about politics in a movie. People just want to be entertained. They want to check out from the real world. We see politics online all day. Just let us have our fun. Let us just enjoy something rather than, oh, I have to be moved and my mind needs to be altered. I got to think about equity and blah blah blah. Oh, loading. Anyways, Xarius, thanks for coming, y'all. You have a good one. What is the hardest drawing you did? Well, it's not that whether something is hard. It's about time. Like how much time does it take? Because for me, my personality is I'll keep working on something until it's done, and I'll do it. I'll get it done. Was it hard, or just did it take me more time? So um, I don't know. Is that the same thing? If it just took more time, then that means it was more difficult. I don't know. That's a debatable concept. I told you I have a weird brain. I think I look at things differently. So difficult wise, painting people, portraits, stuff like that is more difficult than painting cartoons. Um, Definitely. So, dun, dun, dun. I like art and chicken. Well, thank you. Glad you enjoy it. I'll keep making it as people keep watching it. But if not, if I feel like it's not gonna get anywhere financially for me or whatnot, not really affecting anybody, like my art doesn't mean anything to anybody, then I'll probably stop recording and making content. I'll still do it because I do art for myself, but I'll stop making it online because recording and editing and all this other stuff, I could be doing other things with my life. Um, but if people enjoy it, I'll keep doing it. How much money do you make working at a school? Um, I am salary, so the state minimum requirement for Oklahoma for a number of years service I have is like 43,000 a year. So, and you're just like, oh, that's a lot of money when poverty is for the state of Oklahoma is like 45,000 a year. So technically, I qualify for poverty, saying I need assistance to live. But my wife works. Well, she works too, and so we have multiple incomes. But um, she decided to quit last year, and so we've been just living off one income, which has been difficult. So But she is going back to being a teacher, and so I don't. We'll see what happens. I can make more money working at McDonald's. That's the sadness of being a teacher. If I went and worked 40 hours a week, the problem is with McDonald's is they don't do well with like insurance and stuff like that and retirement. That's the only good thing about education is we have retirement that's not determined on the stock market. It's not a 401k. I just have to hit a certain number of years in my age and then I get a set paycheck. But to hit that, I got to be like 67 or 68. But by then, I'm going to be old and tired and not be able to do anything. So it's like, what's the point of any of this? I've been on every stream and I've seen all your shorts. Well, you're a legend. And now it's done. What's done? The meme wall, the first one is done. Yes. Um, I'm sharing the link of your live. All right. Thank you, Bob, the editor. Dun, dun, dun. And now let's see. Is the meme wall done? Oh, the first one is. What? That one is done. But we started the second one down there by that water fountain. If you guys can see it from here, you can see they got stuff in the waxing floors. People don't believe it's a real school. They think I'm painting an abandoned building. And then I'm working on this wall, which is on the other side. So, anyways, y'all. Mm. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. This Mima part 2. We just started part 2. If you're asking the same thing. Ugh. Dun, dun, dun. All right, I gotta add some eyebrows real fast. And then I'm gonna end the live and we're gonna switch to my phone and we're gonna test out a theory. If we can get, right now we're at 12. We've been around 10 to 15 viewers on this. And we'll switch to my phone and see if more people show up for that. So we're gonna test out a theory. If being on a webcam desktop is the same as if I was on my phone and it was in the vertical format. But then again, it's what? 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Think people are awake yet? Summer break. A lot of kids are still sleeping till. Whoops. Too much paint on that. If you guys ever paint, you just got to paint loosely. Uh-oh. I think you should be so kind and bring me a Sonic Coke. My wife wants a Sonic Coke. Anyways, the wall lit. Wait, hold on. I got to scroll back. I think so. List. The wall list. Stanley isn't on the wall list. Wait. He will come. Should I make a list? Should that be part of like my live is have a big marker board over here and I just write all the things down? Oh no, I did not. Oh. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, make a list so we can vote. Well, right now I've been putting out polls, like picking because I think you can put 4 names on a thing to vote. How do I? Anybody know on a phone when you do a reverse? Where you at? When you're on your phone, if you flip the screen around, how to make it to where it's not mirrored because it puts everything backwards. So when I use my back camera, everything's fine. But if I use the front camera, it flips everything. Is there like a way to flip it? All right, so we need to make a list. All right, maybe the next time I do live, because I got to get a marker board. And maybe I'll mount it up on the wall so I can write things and they can see it. So, anyways, there we go. See if I go to that, it changes the exposure, but it won't let me flip it. I could have been recording in 4K this whole time. I'm losing. I'm such a scrub. Let's see. Oh, and I have it set it to 60 frames. I could do or 50 or 30 frames. Bye, sportsman nugget. I'll see you on the flip side. You make my Aquaman kid such a legend. Dun, dun, dun. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna switch to my phone. So we'll be right back. You should end it and flip it or something. Okay. Well, I'll probably what I do is, and in the video editor app, I'll flip it. So, anyways, we'll figure out the mini games kid meme on the wall for season 2. Maybe. All right, I'm gonna end the stream. We're gonna test the theory. I'm ending. I'm gonna reopen it on my phone. I'll be back. Bye bye. Thanks for tuning in. For now.